What's up everybody, OT for Tech here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the MindPlar Craft series. Now this retails for $99.99, or you can get it on sale for $79.99 right now on the Touch of Modern website. It's made of aluminum, magnesium, and rosewood to help prevent against reception issues. So not only are you going to get a quality build structure, but you're also going to get some comfort knowing that you're not going to have any issues with reception. Now before we get started, let me get a quick shout out to the people over at MindPlar for sending this product out for review. I really appreciate it and thank you guys. Now, hidden behind a compartment inside the packaging, you're going to find a little baggie. Inside this baggie are going to be a couple things that you're going to need in order to get the full functionality of this particular case. Now, taking a look at the items inside the bag, the first thing you're going to see is a silver tool. Unscrew the top, and what this tool really is a small Phillips head screwdriver. You're going to need this in order to take the case apart. There are 4 screws on the case. You're going to unscrew them all to put the case on your phone, and you're going to need to unscrew them to take the case off of your phone. You're also going to get some acrylic buttons. They're made of acrylic due to the resistance against scratches and friction on the built-in buttons on the phone. You're also going to get some backup screws in case you lose the ones that are included built into the case. Here's a quick comparison between the Defender series and the Craft series. I did a review on the Defender series already, and the link will be in the description below. The Defender series is more of an aluminum metal type bumper. It has built-in polished chrome accented buttons rather than acrylic, and it doesn't need to be unscrewed to be able to put on your phone. It just comes with a tool and it disconnects at the bottom. The Craft series, as I stated, is made of an aluminum magnesium metal on the tops and bottoms, and on the side it's made of real authentic rosewood, and it connects with 4 screws as you can see here in the video, and it comes with acrylic buttons rather than chrome accented buttons. So you're going to get more of a luxury classic type feel and design with the Craft series. Now when installing the phone, you're going to want to unscrew either all 4 screws or the top 2 screws or the bottom 2 screws. It's your choice. You don't need to do it in a specific way. My way was just to unscrew the top 2, then I put in the side buttons, the volume rocker buttons, and the mute toggle switch button, and I went ahead and installed the phone. I'm just going to fast forward the video while I unscrew the screws because it's kind of long and drawn out and you really don't need to see it. Just go ahead and do it. Once you have the screws removed that you were trying to remove, go ahead and take the acrylic buttons, the volume up and down, and the mute toggle switch, and place them on the inside of the case. The protruding side should stick out, so that way when you take your finger and brush it along the outside of the case, it kind of protrudes and sticks out a little bit. The flat part should be facing on the inside of the case. It's very simple and it's very straightforward. When installing the phone into the case, once the buttons are installed correctly, it's a bit tricky, but once you get used to it, it gets easier. So go ahead and slide your phone into the bottom part of the case or the top part, whichever one you unscrewed. Line them up correctly, and once you got it on and it's on correctly, you're going to want to take the mute toggle switch and give it a good flick. Go ahead and tap it down, activate the mute toggle switch, and the reason why you're doing this before you screw it in is so that way it actually clips down onto the mute toggle switch the way it's supposed to. Otherwise, it's not going to clip right and it's not going to close right. Once you have the side of the case sitting flush with the phone, go ahead and install the power button. The power button will be the same way as the volume rocker and the mute toggle switch. The flat end will be facing on the inside of the case. Line them up and go ahead and take both screws and screw them into place. Make sure all 4 screws are tightened and the case is sitting flush and it's very tight. It should not wiggle whatsoever. You can go ahead and try out the mute toggle switch again if you would like to make sure that the case is on correctly. It's going to maintain the slimness of the iPhone 5 and iPhone 5S. It's not going to add a lot of bulk whatsoever. And as you can see here on an up close shot, the volume up and down are see-through, along with the mute toggle switch. It is see-through, so you're going to be able to see the red line there to know that the mute is on and the mute is off. Taking a look at the bottom, you have the opening for the lightning connector, the microphone, the speaker, and a 3.5mm headphone jack, and your third-party accessories will work just fine. The top, you have your power button, and it is also see-through. There's not much to see there though. And taking a look at the side here, you can see that you do not get a lot of lay on the table protection. I highly recommend the use of a tempered glass screen shield with this case, along with some rear protection. You don't get a lot of lay on the table protection on the back of the phone either. And that's one thing that kind of bummed me out about this case. For $100, they should include some rear protection, or at least a screen protector for that matter. But nevertheless, the buttons on this case are very clicky and they provide a very good tactile feel. That goes for the volume up and down and the power button. The only issue was that the mute toggle switch was a bit tough to use one-handed, but it's still able to be used one-handed. It just takes a good technique, and it almost makes you feel like you're going to drop the phone. The gold top and bottom really isn't my cup of tea. It's not a gaudy kind of gold by any means. It actually looks very classy, and if you had a gold iPhone, it would match it spot on. I absolutely love the way this case feels in the hand and the classy look. It's a lot like your Element series cases, except it's almost $100 cheaper. Now, is it worth that $100? Well, considering the fact that they don't throw in a screen protector or some rear protection, I would probably go for it while it's on sale for $80 or even $70 if it gets that low. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to check it out for yourself, the link will be in the description below. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment, and always follow me on Twitter. It's an easy way to get with me more directly, and I will respond a lot quicker. And I thank you guys for watching this video and all of your support.